Yo, what's going on? Back at it again with another Master Lost Sector video. The Lost Sector for today is going to be Perdition. We got Barrier and Overload Champs, Arc Threat, Arc and Void Shields, and Shocker Modifier. So for anybody that's new to this series, basically the endgame goal is to complete every single Lost Sector in the game on Master difficulty solo flawlessly, as there's a triumph for doing each individual one. So if we look in the Lost Sector here, we got Overcharged Fusion Rifle, Strand and Solar Surge. I'd swear it's just that, like, every day, which I know I'm running a solar build, wow, you know, but solar is just that good this season. And in last Lost Sector video I ran a strand build, so today I'm going to take a solar one. It's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. I'm actually going to be using Tommy's matchbook for this one. If you don't know about Tommy's matchbook, basically hold down the trigger for quite some time and you're going to be doing increased damage while scorching targets, but the weapon's also going to be damaging you, so it's kind of like Touch of Malice in that sense of the self damage. With the catalyst you're able to apply scorch, and your health also recovers more quickly, but we're not going to have to worry about that because the exotic that we're pairing with it is Precious Scars. So basically getting a final blow with a weapon matching my subclass energy type is going to give me restoration. It's also going to give teammates around me restoration, but we don't got to worry about that right now because it's just me. And then also you gain certain powerful overshields depending on how many nearby allies are standing by when you revive someone, which is nice too. Precious Scars is going to be giving me restoration, so basically I'm kind of able to overwrite the self-inflicting damage that Tommy's matchbook does with restoration. I know restoration did get a nerf in terms of how fast it regens your health, but it's still really good. And then with certain solar fragments, I'm able to extend that restoration given to me. With solar weapon or ability, final blows extending those effects because Precious Scars restoration does have a little bit of a cooldown to it. If I wasn't running Ember of Empyrean, the cooldown between getting restoration usually takes, depending on how rapidly I'm getting kills, usually takes a few kills to proc another wave of restoration. So that's why I'm running Emperor of Empyrean. Just in case anyone cares, I'll just briefly go over what I'm running. I'd got Hammer Soul. You could totally go Burning Maul if you wanted to. I prefer Hammer Soul. I'm just running Towering Barricade. I'm running Hammer Strike. You could totally run Throwing Hammer too. You know, they did nerf Throwing Hammer a little bit ago. If you still want to run around with Bonk Hammer, you certainly could. I'm running Hammer Strike, and then I'm actually able to pair this with Solar Grenade. This is really nice because I don't have to be running a Restoration Nade with this build because I have Precious Scars on. So I decided to slap on a Solar Grenade. I'm running this with Soul Invictus and Roaring Flames. I also believe that the ignition that you can cause from Tommy's matchbook scorch damage will also proc Roaring Flames, which is really handy, allowing for, you know, my Solar Grenade to do a little more damage, and it's also going to apply Scorch, so, you know, that's really good too. And then fragments, I got on Torches. This isn't as much required this season. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. With this season's artifact perk, Flint Striker, you're able to get radiant from rapid solar weapon precision hits, so, you know, this isn't as required, but this is kind of just a safety just in case, because, you know, more free damage is nice. Radiant Restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. That's a no-brainer. If you apply more Scorch stacks to targets, I always run this. If I'm applying Scorch in some way, I always just want to be able to apply more Scorch stacks to lead to that sooner ignition. And then, yeah, obviously Emperor of Empyrean. And then the weapons I'm pairing with this, we got Overcharged Fusion Rifle and it's still Strand Surge, so I'm going to be running the good old Scatter Signal. Obviously I got Tommy's matchbook on, and I actually crafted a different Apex Predator. I crafted this with Reconstruction and Bipod. Specifically dealing with champions, bait and switch is sometimes a little bit of a nuisance to proc against champs, so I actually wanted to give a Reconstruction Bipod roll a chance. I'm going to be able to get 4 rockets in the mag. I got major spec to deal with the champs. That should hopefully be easier to cook a champion with rather than trying to set up bait and switch. Obviously for bosses, you know, this is going to be better. This isn't even masterworked. Titan usually isn't my main class. Here are the armor mods I got going on here. I'm just showing these in case anyone actually cares what I'm running. If you have personal preferences for different armor mods or different fragments or aspects, whatever, then obviously certainly run those. This is just what I'm running. Anyway, enough of me yapping. So we're going to head into this on Legend to get the Legend clear and just to get a feel for how the Lost Sector is. And then we'll hop into Master and try to get that solo flawless. Oh, so it's this Lost Sector. So these guys are all going to have arc shields. Yeah, what's nice about this is, you know, you can honestly kind of just play aggro a little bit too. As you see, I'm able to proc an ignition there. But yeah, as you see, Restoration 1 isn't going to make me invincible. I'm also hip firing with this thing a little bit, just because you do take less burn damage when hip firing as opposed to aiming down sights. And I should have killed that Hydra because I think that Hydra was able to escape. But, you know, just on that overload and immediately able to cook it. Obviously, this is Legend activity, but I think that reconstruction is really nice to have. Overload champ, which can do the same thing. Oh, good thing I got 4 rockets in a mag. Obviously, I'm doing way less damage, but I think for specifically cooking champions, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Try to cook these wyverns real quick. You should burn. There we go. Oh, I also didn't... I'm gonna have to... Where's these... What? Where did these orbs go? So I was supposed to get... Wait a minute. Oh, no, I didn't. Shoot. I might have to actually... I have the wrong thing on. Oh, wait. Nope, I got... Okay, so... Oh, I got an exotic to drop. So I ended up forgetting to... Oh, boy. Oh, wait, no, I got... Okay, yeah, so I'm getting Radiant from... But it's not a solar weapon. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. Powered melee attacks against... Oh, I guess all my... Okay, for some reason I thought only my solar weapons would be doing, anti-barrier. But no, with Radiant, I'll, be able to deal with all of that. That's kind of nice. But normally with this build, I'd also want to run picking up an orb, grants strand weapons, unraveling rounds. Makes my fusion rifle way more effective and also gives it anti-barrier capability. This is definitely like a fun gunner, sort of aggressive way to play the game. I was actually taking this into a couple of GMs and it was doing really well actually. Anyway, I should probably kill this guy now. I don't even know how long it's been since I've done this Lost Sector, to be honest. Lost Sectors is just something I don't do anymore, except for making these videos. Hopping into a lot of these Lost Sectors, like most of these, it's actually been a really long time. It's kind of like a trip down memory lane, making these videos, not gonna lie. But that was a Legend clear, and then we're gonna hop into it on Master. So I put on Unraveling Orbs, and I'm also gonna swap Argent Ordnance out for Solar Operative. But Argent Ordnance is really good. It consumes my armor charge and give my rockets a lot more damage. You know what? I'm gonna shoulder charge you. I don't really know why, but I am. Actually, I'm gonna clear this Hydra. Just deal with them now. I think an overload should be spawning. Yep. Oh. Alright, that's really annoying. There we go. I got plenty of rockets. Plenty of rockets to burn. So... Wow, okay, these overloads are really annoying. Yeah, you know what? Might as well. Might as well play it safe. I'll use 1 rocket on you. How long do I have unraveling rounds for? I can't see because I have too many... Where did you go? Okay, well I got an orb there anyway. I got... Yeah, unraveling rounds, perfect. Oh, we got 2 barriers now. So I'm gonna go over here. Melee you. Rock your barrier. Thank you. Do that. I got my super back. I'm gonna burn one of those though. I would like to kill all the champs, but I also need Radiant or picking up an orb to do that. So, which I am going to do right now. I should have put some like void damage resist on or something, but that's okay. Just finish this guy off with the super. So it spawned more ads this time? No? Interesting. There we go. There's that clear. Yeah, Solar's just too good this season, and there was that Triumph there too. Complete the Perdition Lost Sector Mass difficulty solo flawlessly, and I wasn't able to turn that in because I got kicked out of my menu. But boom, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, you know, this build's pretty strong. Obviously it's, you know, Solar Surge environment. I haven't been playing this game regularly, like at all, really. Like most of the time I get on is just to like make a vid, and you know, I was just running in there, spraying Tommy's matchbook, and you know, the build was doing a lot of the work. So I feel like you don't need to put a lot of effort in to really make this build shine. So that was that Lost Sector. That went pretty smoothly, and I will catch you in the next video.